Welcome back to another figure review. In this review, we're going to take another look at Joytoy's Battle for the Stars set. This set is called Starhawk 8th Army Indigo Fleet. Here on the bottom right of the packaging. The packaging is a very nice window box. Some very nice artwork here on the right of the characters. All geared up. And as you can see, the box is very glossy, very crystal clear. You can see the three figures on the front very nicely. Top of the box has the Battle for the Stars and some Chinese, or maybe could be the logo. We have the warning for ages 3 and under for choking hazard, a age is 15 and up sign, and a UPC. On the bottom, we have Indigo Fleet on the top, QR code, ages 15 and up there, and some Chinese information if you can read that. On this side we have Indigo Fleet, very nice logo there for the Indigo Fleet. We have Joytoy on this side, and the back here, it has all the accessories very nicely displayed and laid out. Now with the label or name of the set has no indication that this is a PLA set. But this is to be part of the PLA Chinese team that they've been putting out, such as this Army Ground Force one. They are part of the PLA, but the team name does not have PLA in it. But you obviously can see that these are Chinese in descent characters. And if you look on the shield that it comes with, there is PLA 8 there on the shield. So let's go get these out of the box. These new boxes are very flexible, so you can take your figures out, put it back in if you so desire. Kind of like your Vitruvian Hacks figures. Just slide that piece out. Here are your three characters in this clamshell. There is no tape on the inside. You just lift up the two clamshell pieces to separate the figures from the accessories. I know that's out of the camera there, but that's the way that looks. So we'll take a look at the accessories here in a bit. You do get an insert. Insert shows component parts, and the figures all geared up here on the top, and all geared down here on the bottom. On the back has product parameters and some precautions. So go ahead and pause the video on the front and the back of this if you desire to view it longer than I am actually holding it. So these figures are super cool. Love the paint. Very nicely done in the color pattern. So all we have to do is to get the figures out, to pick this top piece off. It's just held by friction. That aside. And here's figure 1. As you can see, there's a very nice head sculpt for Asian descent characters. Love the blue paint. It's like a darker blue with the tan, with the dirty brown wash across. It looks like his belt is correct. Sometimes the belt is actually turned around in the packaging. So this character has they all have scarves. The bodies are pretty much all the same on these guys, except for the head sculpts, I believe. But we will definitely check that as we go through the 3 characters. So he has a scarf. He has this really nice, it's like an armored vest. He has these pouches attached to the bottom of it. He has 2 upper arm pads here. He has a device on his arm. Gray gloves. There's no device on that arm. He has a belt. He has thigh pads. This thigh pad has his pistol holster. And this thigh pad is just 2 pouches. He has knee pads that are permanently attached to his joint. Then he has these 2 shin guards here. Those are removable. So the shin guards, the thigh pads, the vest, and the upper arm guards and the scarf is all removable. And the belt you can gear down if you desire, or remove parts as if you don't like the look of. Let's take one last look at the character 360, and then we'll take a look at the articulation. I love the painted shotgun shells there. It's pretty cool. There's some right there too. So for articulation for these guys, the articulation is the same for all 3. So I'm going to go through it once. The head is on a ball joint. It will spin 360. It goes down that much, up that much. You can remove the scarf like I said. The shoulders are on a ball joint. They will raise up just enough to go to the end of the black joint. And they will rotate 360. Losing the upper arm pad there. The elbows do get a perfect 90 on that arm and a good 90 on that arm. Now this hand here goes up and down and they spin 360. And this hand will go in and out and it will rotate 360. He does have a nab crunch, a waist swivel. There are thigh joints here that you rotate the leg on both legs. He can sit pretty good. They do have double jointed knees, which is amazing. So they bend here and here. Okay, and his feet do pivot down. They will rotate 360 if you desire that. And then they have a toe articulation up. And they do rock a tad bit, but not much. Now, decide how to heat these guys. They weren't that bad. The joints weren't too bad. I think the worst was the shoulder joints and the wrists. So that is one of the reasons I spin them a whole lot, because they do go 360, as you can tell. It's just, I don't want to break the figures, but the articulation is there for you if you want to, do that feature, articulate your wrist that, in that manner. So that's your figure 1. Bring in figure 2. This is what they look like together. As you can see, except the head, maybe the scarves, scarves are the same too. There's a paint difference there on the pad, but it's the same pad. Maybe it's paint missing. These are straight out of the box. The only one I heated was the figure that I did the articulation on, so. But everything looks the same for these guys. Yep. So we're going to put figure A down and just take a look at figure B. This head sculpt. Just black hair, nice Asian face. Yeah, see this? I haven't heated these guys. The arms are really stiff. So make sure you guys check your articulation. And the wrist is stiff though. I'm not going to bother articulating that one. So this is your figure 2 or figure B, however you want to put it. And here is figure 3 or figure C. And as you can tell, once I spin the belt around, he is very stiff too. Alright, so this is belt. The actual bodies are the same. Same gear. Nothing has changed. So this is figure C here, your third figure head sculpt. Here's what all three look like. And as you can see, all the same except for the heads. So, very nice. Alright. So here's the accessories. They come with three of the same pistols, 3 of the same assault rifles, 3 of the same helmets, 3 gas masks, 3 night vision goggles, and a shield. And these are just the same as the figures. So you get 3 of these. Pretty much universal, straight across the board. Here is his assault rifle. They're all 3 the same. So that's those 3. Now you get 3 of these helmets. And the helmets actually fit on figure A perfectly. As you can see. Like I said, all 3 helmets are the same. So that's your figure A. And here's figure B. Helmet fits perfectly. It's amazing how some of these figures are just perfectly fitted, perfectly articulated, and some you get are just questionable. Let's call it that. Because figure C here, and the helmet fits him like a glove. So I'll put him back. We'll be back in figure A. And we're going to leave this helmet on because we're going to take a look at some of the attachments for the helmet. So you get 3 of these 4-lensed night vision goggles. They are black with a red lens, if you can see that or not. Now, how these attach isn't the best, so this is probably going to be the only gripe about this set. If you guys can see this or not, there's actually 2 little pieces of plastic here that this piece here squeezes between. There's no ball joint, no pegs, nothing. It just gets pushed between there and held together by friction. Could have been a better design than that. And because of that, they don't stay as straight. But that's what that looks like. So let's try to get the helmet on with the actual goggles in place. I mean, it does the job, but it could be a better fit. If you can see the top of that right there. But like I said, it works, but it could be better. Now, if you put these in water, I'm betting that gets warped and you can't even get those to stay anymore. If you glue them in, then they're going to be stuck in that position. Because we will take a look here, because we meant to be lift them up like so, but getting them to stay could be kind of tricky. Okay, so set him down for a second. Now you can finish off the face mask with these guys, because you get 3 of these gas mask accessories, as you can see here. Let's see if we can get this on. Yeah, these things fit like a glove too. They are kind of loose. So positioning could be a challenge, as you maybe ride them high in the back. That's so hard to hold on to sometimes when you're trying to fit something very small in the right position. Okay, so now I'm done fiddling with it. You guys can see what that looks like. So I say I kind of have it run up high. If you kind of put it straight on, it kind of just flops down. I'm not sure what's going to happen once we try to put the helmet on, but we'll give it a try. Yeah, see, the helmet's going to hit it, but see what we can do here. So if you can't see, just give me a second here, because I'm trying to keep some things from falling off and moving too far. Then I'll show you the end result here. Yeah, the helmet's going to push that down anyway, I guess. But if you wore it without the actual helmet, you could probably want to ride it high. So there's the initial look of the figure with all the accessories on. I'm sure you can get it more straight if you fiddle with it, but for this purpose, we're just trying to take a look at what we're getting. Not too bad, huh? Okay, so the last accessory you get is a shield. This is one of the bigger and better shields. There's two styles for Joytoy. Inside you have a peg that holds the actual handle. In this set you get two different handles. You get a black one and a gray one. So it looks like, you put the arm through here, it clips onto the wrist, and then he holds it with his hand, and this part goes. The back here, which I'm not going to put that on. Well, it went on pretty easy. Usually it's pretty snug. Like I said, you get a black one. So on the front of the shield here, okay, let's see what that says. It says, "Danger, do not touch." Not sure why you put that on a shield, but it looks cool. Nice like metallic blue and gray. Then you have some nice indents there. Looks really cool. A little bit of indent there. Some sculpting there. Not too bad. So if he was holding out the shield, that's how big they are. Quite large shield. Put that back. And like I said, the pistol, we'll take a look at the pistol, see how well they fit. Since everything else is working out pretty nice with this set. Oh yeah. Fits perfectly in there. Doesn't feel too tight. Doesn't feel loose, so it's going to fall out. So let's give it a little push for some friction. Stays in nice. I'm surprised the headset stayed on when I did that. Like I said, I don't know, they are very nice figures. The only thing I would grab about those night vision goggles connection to the helmet could have been a lot better. Just a simple, like maybe little peg or something. But I mean, the friction's working for now. This upper arm pad keeps slipping down. Okay. Everything's falling on me here. See how well I hold this gun. Looks really nice. I love the wrist articulation on these guys. Alright guys, these sets run about, I want to say they were $79.99. I was saying $69.99 to $79.99 on most of your reputable dealers. So that's, and of course you always pay more. Maybe like on eBay or Amazon or something like that. But this is actually a good set. These are for adult collectors. They're not for kids. I wouldn't let your kids play with these things. Get them some, some cheaper Joes, because these figures from Joytoy are very nice, but they are not going to last heavy play that a child would put on the actual figures. So, but it's up to you. I mean, it's your money, your life. So, I'm not telling you what to do. I'm just giving off some information. That's all. Of course, you know, a child would love to play with these guys. These guys are awesome. But if you're looking for these figures, I want to wish you guys happy hunting, and I appreciate you guys watching the video. And if you could do me a favor and subscribe, I'd really appreciate it. We're doing other videos of 1/18 scale and accessories, vehicles, and some other stuff that will just pop up. That way you guys can get notified in future Joytoy reviews, and I do G.I. Joe reviews, Star Wars reviews. I've been doing Hot Wheel reviews, trying to get into this. You know, collectors just don't collect one thing, you know, they could have multiple lines they collect today. So, you know, trying to stay a little bit, you know, have a little bit of everything on my channel. So if you're into stuff like that, you can please consider subscribing. I'd appreciate it. And we'll see you in the next video. So thanks for watching.